What's your take on the current state of the energy sector in the Philippines, and what are the biggest challenges and opportunities right now?
Thank you. I think, well, this may sound biased, but we are living in I think, one of the most exciting times in the Philippine energy sector. Exciting because there are many challenges, but there are also many opportunities. And most of these challenges are really perhaps what we can call masked opportunities. We are looking at an immense growth in demand, boosted by the projects that are also lined up by the government and the private sector. So all these will need electricity, all these will need energy to be realized. Energy is like food for the economy. That's what I always say. It's like if our bodies need food in order for us to function, then our economy needs electricity, energy in order for it to function well and do the activities that it really needs to do so that our people will see progress. So we are at the cusp of that great transformation in the energy sector, also happening globally because of these energy transition that's happening worldwide.
Going to the first point, these masked opportunities, can you give us these top 3 biggest challenges that are masked as opportunities?
Okay. All right. Well, the first challenge we have, and this is the challenge that's faced by not just us in the Philippines, but I guess developing economies that are really growing. Most of them are our neighbors here in Southeast Asia. The need for more supply. We see during the summer months, and more pronounced last year, 2024, during the summer months, where we had red alert incidents. That means even our reserves were not enough to cover our demand. We need to make sure this time around, this year, that will not happen again, which means that we need more supply to come in. We need more investors to come in and add to the generation capacity of the Philippines. That's one. I think that's primary supply, and it's always a work in progress because we will continue to increase demand. So we will need more supply to come in. Second, I think the next challenge, I wouldn't even say second, but perhaps at par with the need for supply, or that goes hand in hand with the need for supply. It's the upgrading, the expansion of our transmission system, our grid. Because even if the plants are built, but there is no highway for that plant, for those electrons to pass through, then it's really useless investment. The third challenge, I think, is that as we continue to add generation, as we continue to expand our grid, then this means that there will be issues, of course, of affordability. And who will pay for all these expansions, for all these new generation? The normal or the ordinary answer would be, of course, the consumers will have to pay because whoever uses should be paying. But what about the capacity of consumers to pay? That's where we come in also. That's where the ERC comes in, because part of our job is also to assess the ability of our consumers.
ERC recently approved 101 billion pesos worth of energy projects. Can you share what these projects mean for the country's energy supply and reliability? And when can we start to see the impact of this significant investment?
Private sector is the one that's driving the new generation coming in. But our role, both the DOE and the Energy Regulatory Commission, is to set up this environment, this enabling environment where private sector, if they choose to set up, for example, a power plant in a particular area, we need to make sure that the lines are there. So we would start to see the fruit of this labor of NGCP that was approved by the ERC over the next 2 to 5 years. That's the timeline for that set of approval.